Today's topic is going to be based off of buyer's remorse, or that thing you sort of get when you buy a product that primarily does not feed your need for quality craftsmanship. It does not meet your expectations, and quite frankly, you kind of overspent for something you're not going to feel any value towards. So you go to a loss, supposedly, when you sell it. So, alright, first things first. The only product I could probably think of at the top of my head that I've ever had buyer's remorse for was actually the 3DS. Now, of course, my opinion has changed slightly since then about the product. I mean, the 3DS is a good product. It's not a bad handheld at all. Primarily, I just feel like I've not got my best use out of it because there's a lack of games that really interest me. I mean, I'm not the type of guy that goes out and buys every single Pokemon, but then turn around and criticize other games because they have multiple sequels to it. I mean, the dime the dozen, the eggs the dozen. But, yeah, it's just one of those type of feelings. Like, you feel like you have not got the best out of your product, so you just feel generally disappointed. I mean, with me, with the said 3DS, I've bought, a decent selection of games. Most of them are hand-picked, ones I've actually looked at thoroughly and made sure they were, something I would play extended periods of time with. Animal Crossing, I actually got some good time out of that one. I've kind of hung that one up now because I'm just like, I'm not going to repetitiously keep on playing the freaking game just to get a bunch of fruits, shit. So, I moved on from that, and now I'm really not truly playing the handheld anymore. It isn't like I'm going to go sell it. There's no point in doing that. That's stupid. So, I'm just sitting here now waiting patiently for that one game, that one specific game. I'm just hoping for a Castlevania game that's just like a genuine article, like Castlevania Symphony of the Night or something like that. It's its own unique IP. It's no crossover Shadows of the Lord or Lords of Shadow kind of thing. It's just its own standalone Castlevania game for the 3DS. Something like that. An RPG with side-scrolling elements. You can continuously explore and, just achieve things and save and continue on from where you left off, like a Super Metroid or just something like that. Some nice, delicious meat and potatoes that I can dive right into and spend hours on. I mean, with the PSP, I spent literally, about roughly 128 hours, and that was between Castlevania Rondo of Blood, Symphony of the Night, which was included in the game, and the remake of Rondo of Blood, which is that whole nice graphics-looking one. So that was a combination of that many hours together. And then you have... what else did I play on there? That spent me a lot of time. I mean, see, the PSP out of most of my handhelds, next to the GBA and the original Game Boy, I've got so many hours out of these handhelds. They were crafted to be fun. They were crafted to be great. The PSP, while now it's obviously just a piss in the wind, a piss in the ocean. Like, how are you ever going to notice it at this point anymore? But, however, it's still a genuinely good handheld, the PSP it is. It just has a good library. And to me, hell, even Japan, people still use their freaking PSPs in public. They still play the damn things. That's how much they play that over the Vita. I mean, yes, the Vita barely has any games for it, making it good. But, I don't know. I mean, to me, so far, it was the 3DS. It just did not feel... like, to me, it's like an accomplished handheld. I mean, it's good, I like it, but I want something that will really interest me in the handheld. I mean, yes, I played a couple games off the thing, I actually got some good times off of it, but quite frankly, after beating Revelations, after beating Fire Emblem, it's just, and Animal Crossing, it's just like a repetitive game, so, you kind of get bored of it, so, again, that's just how it is. It's just, Nintendo has so many games coming out for it so far. Like, they have The Legend of Zelda, which, I'm looking definitely forward to this game. I'm going to buy it, probably day one when it comes out. No questions asked about that. But, again, I'm hoping more for the handheld. That's all I can say. Something that will save Nintendo, make Nintendo, a little bit, better off so far in the console race, etc., etc., etc. But, again, I digress. This conversation isn't really all about me at all. I want to hear your thoughts, your opinions, and if you can, your video responses, how I showed you guys before. Please provide what your answers are. What game or handheld or product did you buy that you just have the most uncanny buyer's remorse for. I mean, when it comes to games, I'm very hand-picky, so it's really hard for me to find a game I don't like. Exception to Vanilla Nights on the Wii. Holy shit, that one was bad. But anyway, I'm not going to run off topic with that and go into a rant for 3 hours about that game, but yeah, it was generally the 3DS so far. I mean, it's a good handheld, but, left to be desired. But anyway, want to hear your thoughts down below. Take it easy. Thank you guys for listening, and take care. More soon.